Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to get started by creating the UI for our authentication page. So we are first of all going to see if we are authenticated or not, and then we're going to decide all this. So if you want to see how the app will look like by the end of this video, it's going to look like this. So in the last video, we already created an account called test.test.com, and I can log in that account. And you can see this. So if you want to see the rest of the demo of this application, you can check the last video. Link will be in the description. Now let's get started by coding our application. Now what I want you to do before we start with the coding is enable authentication and come to the sign-in methods and enable email and password. The authorized domains Firebase will do automatically for you. Also, I want you to come to the Firestore database and enable this in test mode. We are also going to be adding rules at the end of this video. So yeah, at the end of this playlist, I mean. So yeah. So let's start with the coding part. So over here, I have my application running. Now, a few things I forgot to mention in the last video were in the auth service, we are coming here and going auth this.auth. This needs to be required, otherwise we'll get an error. So what you need to do is go this way, like that. So wrap it with curly braces and put a required and then this.auth. Now that should work. Now I've deleted everything in the main.dart now. So let's start. We're going to import material.dart. Okay, and we're going to create a main method. Over here, we're going to have widgets, Flutter binding that ensure initialized and run app, my app. Then what you're going to be doing over here is coming and going STL, so a stateless widget, my app. We'll remove the constant from here, and that's because we're going to create a final Firebase. No, we'll just create a final Firebase app init. That's going to be Firebase dot initialize app future Firebase app and initialize app, and we can pass in the option which is going to be default Firebase options dot default Firebase options dot current platform, like that. And then we're going to return a material app. And let's just say our home is a scaffold. If we save this and give it a hot restart, you can see the first thing I do not like is the top bar is a bit of a transparent thing. So to fix this, we can go here and go system chrome dot, and we need to import this dot set system UI overlay style, system UI overlay style, and status bar color is going to be colors dot transparent. Now you can see that we can't see the icons. So what we can do is status bar brightness is going to be brightness dot dart, and it's not going to be status bar brightness, it's going to be status bar icon brightness, and that save. Now you can see that this part's black down here, and we can change that by going navigation bar color is going to be colors dot transparent, and then system navigation bar icon brightness is going to be brightness dot dark. So now you can see it looks better. So we fill it the entire space with it. Now let's work on the material app. We are going to go debug show check mode banner false. The title is going to be Flutter full course, Flutter Firebase course. We're going to give it a constant for now. Scaffold is going to have an app bar. No, we won't have the app bar. But actually, home is going to be a future builder. And the future is going to be init, the init variable. And the builder is going to be context snapshot, like that. and we won't have a constant over there anymore. So now what we're going to be doing is if snapshot dot has error, then we'll return scaffold child body center, and child is going to be a text which has error, and at the end of this we'll have a semicolon. And let me give it a constant. Save this. Nice. Now if snapshot dot connection state is equal to connection state dot done, then what we're going to be doing is returning root, and this is going to be constant. And else it's mostly going to be loading, so we'll return a scaffold with a child, so body, which is center. Child is going to be a circular progress indicator, constant. And if we save this, we get an error because we don't have root yet. So we're going to create a stateful widget called root, and let me save this, and we'll have a semicolon. You can see we have a blank screen because this is a container. Actually, over here we're going to return a stream builder, and the stream is going to be the auth class where we pass in underscore auth, which will come here. So we'll go final Firebase auth is going to be underscore auth is equal to Firebase auth dot instance, like that. And if we come to the auth class, you can see that we are trying to get this stream. So auth, and then we come here and go dot user. So that's the stream. Then we'll have the builder, which will take a context and a snapshot. So we'll get that. So now what we're going to be doing is coming here and going if snapshot dot connection state is equal to connection state dot active, then we're going to have something over here, and actually we'll also have return let's see, it's going to be a constant scaffold is going to have a body of a center, child, circular progress indicator, like that, because it's loading. And now you can see we have loading. Now if snapshot dot connection state and if snapshot dot data dot uid, and we'll add a null check, is equal to null, so we are getting this because you can see over here where is that where we have the snapshot, it needs to be an async query async snapshot snapshot. Now that you can see that. And if it is null, so if the user ID doesn't exist, then we're going to return login. And for now, we'll have a constant login. But later, we are going to work on the login page. Else, so it's still inside, else we'll return our home page. And yeah, now I'm going to create these two classes. So login, and we'll create another class called home, save, and we get a container. Now how do we know which container is getting returned? We can just put in a scaffold over there, and you can see this. Now if we need to be sure, we can come here and go body, and we'll have a center for now, and we'll give it a child text login. And if we save this, we have login. And just to make this better, what I'm gonna just do is come this return, get this return right over here and make this home. So we know that we're not returning the home page. And for now, we're gonna give these both constants. And yes, so we have done most of this. Now you can see we are getting an error in the widget test. That's because we get this test error, and we won't really be doing testing in this course, so we can delete this test folder. And yeah, so we've made this app. So basically we know if the state is login or if it's not login. So in the next video, we are going to be working on the UI and moving to the home page after he signs up and doing some validation. So we'll do the UI stuff in the next video.